Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sadashivasamarambam Shankaracharyamadyamam Asmadacharyaparyantam Vande Guru Paramparam Narayanam Padmabhavam Vasishtam Shaktim cha Tatputra Parasharam cha Vyasam Shukam Gaudapadam Mahantam Govinda Yogindra Matasya Shishyam Sri Shankaracharya Matasya Padma Padam cha Hastamalakam cha Shishyam Tam Totakam Vartikakaramanyan Asmadgurun Santatamanatosmi Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpadam Shankaram Lokashankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutrabhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Samasta Jana Kalyani Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidwaram. Namah Shri Shankarananda Guru Padambujanmane Savilasa Mahamoha Graha Grasaika Karmane. Here in the second chapter of this Panchadashi, Panchabhuta Viveka, and in that we have seen so far the quality of the five elements, how in a gradation from Akasha or the space onward, five elements have got increasing number of qualities. And also we see that the five sense organs, five objects of senses, five organs of action, all are products of those five elements only. And in the verse number 13, that's where we stopped there. Aksheshu artharpideshu, that is where we are. We'll read that. Please follow me. Arteshvartarpideshvetat Gunadosha vicharakam Sattvam rajastamaschasya Guna vikriyate hitaihi. Arteshvartarpideshvetat Gunadosha vicharakam Sattvam rajastamaschasya Guna vikriyate hitaihi. Here, aksheshu, in the eyes, etc., arpiteshu, and meaning all the vishayas also, in all of them, gunadosha vicharakam. The mind's nature is to look at the sense objects through the senses and determine what is pleasant, what is not pleasant, what is good, what is not good, etc. And in deciding those things which are to be pursued or not, decided by what? By the nature of the mood of the mind. That is to say, if somebody comes to you and says, you are such a lover of coffee, I know, but I would like to take you to Starbucks coffee and we'll have a coffee there. Huh? And when is he calling you to do that? At around 10 o'clock in the night. 10 o'clock in the night, coffee? Arre Baba, even though I have great love for coffee, but I cannot drink coffee at 10 o'clock in the night. क्यों? Because सोना है. Sleep. Now you see, when tamasic quality of the mind is predominant, it does not want to do anything rajasic or sattvic. Somebody says, 10 o'clock we have a satsang. Arre, aap jao. 10 o'clock satsang, you know, how can you sit and sat and sang? You know, I will be just, I'll be sleep only. I will come there, but I cannot concentrate. Is it not true that we cannot concentrate or do any kind of such productive activity during the time when tamas is predominant? So, sattva, rajah, tamah cha asya gunaha vikriyate hi taihi. Those very pursuing of those objects are decided by the qualities that are present in the mind. So here it is said that sattva, rajas and tamas are its three constituents, for through them the mind undergoes various modifications. And in the mind is constantly changing. That is another thing. At no point of time it is the same. One person said, I changed my mind. Other fellow asked, is it any better than before? And people do change their opinions, their idea about things. Why? Yeah, mind is like that. Oh, yesterday you said that is good, and today you're saying it's bad. Because I have a mind. When the mind is there, opinions will change. Your idea about things will change. Your judgments will change. Your perception undergoes change. That is the nature of mind. Chanchalam hi mana Krishna paramadi bhalavadradam tasyaham nigraham manye vayohu iva sudushkaram asamshayam mahabaho mano nigraham chalam abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyena cha grihyate. Chanchalam ki mana. Nature of the mind is chanchal. And people are peculiar, no? They keep the name of the people also as chanchal. क्या करूं? का नाम क्या है? चंचल. वो पता है. Now this sattva rajas tamai. We are seeing in this chapter 4 also, same topic. Sattvam sattvam rajastamayidi guna prakriti sambhava. Today morning only we saw that. In 14th chapter, Bhagavan says these are the four I mean, three qualities of the moods of the mind. And in that, it is said, the nature of tamas is what? Tamastu ajnanajam vidhi. Everything, every mood of our mind has capability of binding us. Dehe dehinam abhyam nibatnadi kaunteya. Tatra sattvam nirmalatvad prakashakam anamayam. Sukasangena badnadi jnana sangena cha anaga. Tatra there, sattva quality is nirmalatvat, of the nature of purity, prakashakam, brilliance, anamayam, with no defect. So here also, Vidyaranyaji says, what is the nature of sattva? Let us read here. Sattva and Rajas. Vairagyam shanti raudaryam ityadhya sattva sambhavaha kama krodho lobha yatno ityadhya rajasottitaha Vairagyam shantiraudaryam ityadhya sattva sambhavaha kama krodho lobha yatno ityadhya rajasottitaha. Vairagyam, dispassion. Kshanti, forgiveness. Coming from the root word ksham, to bear, and kshantihi, audaryam, udarata, large-heartedness, forgiveness, and generosity. Udarata. Iti adi, thus these etc. Sattva sambhavaha gunaha. These qualities are seen to be the expressions of sattva. Now, one may say, Swamiji, I also am having lot of dispassion. Is it? Yeah, I don't study any of this Gita and this thing. I have great dispassion over that. That is not dispassion. That is called disinterest. Disinterest is not dispassion. Hatred is not dispassion. Say something which you hate, and so you don't want that. Somebody offers me बैंगन का भरता. I am very dispassionate about it. नहीं चाहिए, आप ले लो ना, कितने, whatever, how much ever you want, you ले लो. So when we say, wow, what a dispassion. ये dispassion ही है, उसका पसंद नहीं आता है वो. This is not his. He doesn't like it. Somebody gives Gita book, and आप ले लो. That is disinterest. Disinterest, hatred, that is not considered as dispassion. Dispassion, vairagya, to be understood as, while one does not have any disinterest or hatredness about a thing, yet he doesn't feel the value for it for his personal growth or personal progress. He doesn't hate. He doesn't say it is useless. Like when you go to a mall, there are so many things are there. Will you buy everything? No. And especially Gurudev would say when a man and his wife and the child, they go to a mall, a shop, there's many things. When the wife is so busy buying her clothes, man is disinterested. And the child also is not interested in anything. A ice cream shop or a toy shop, the child is going berserk. Sometimes the men also, women, elders also go berserk there. But in a toy shop, not in ice cream, toy shop. So there, that boy, the child is showing, I want that, I want this, I want this. Electronic shop, lot of gadgets. The man goes so crazy. The child is not interested. He is eating his ice cream or is calmly, quietly biting and sitting there. And the woman is looking at all others. What are they? And he is not interested in that. That is not Vairagya. Vairagyam is what? Where moksha eva mama lakshya. Liberation alone is my goal. Tat vediraktam. Other than that, sarvam anityam. All other things are temporary. है तो है, नहीं है तो ठीक है. Now this disinterest, it may looks like disinterest, yes, but it is not like the other one where I do not see any value for it. But at some point of time, if something you find you need, then you go for it. It is not permanent. It is temporarily. You don't have any interest. Whereas Vairagya should be born out of the intention to liberate. Therefore, other than moksha or liberation, everything else, not that I like this and I don't like this, I have interest in this, I don't have it. No, other than the liberation, coming out of the bondage, everything else is sarvamanityam. That is Vairagya. Not choosing. Because nothing is to choose, only Bhagavan to be chosen. Emai tena labhya tasyesha atma vipurnade tanusram. Exclusively, only that. Ananya chintanam. And because of which, because of Vairagya, the person can forgive anybody and everything. Because he knows occupying the mind with some kind of grudge, some kind of anger, revengefulness, he's going to punish me only. Why should I punish myself for somebody else's mistakes? Why should I suffer in my mind because somebody didn't behave properly? Why should I bother about that? Am I here to correct everybody? भगवान भी नहीं कर सकता है. When Ram Avatar took place, did he correct everybody around him? Huh? Kaikeyi was Kaikeyi. क्या कर सकते वो? You cannot do anything about it. She will behave that way only, and Rama smiled only. अच्छा अच्छा ठीक है. Let her say whatever she wants to say. So forgiveness is natural for a person who has liberation or moksha as the goal, because sarvam anityam iti jnatva, everything is temporary, having known. Why should I hold on to something? There are those things which are transient, temporary. So kshanti is natural for him. Udarya, udartan, audaryam. Audaryam is compassionate generosity. The generosity comes because There is no possessiveness. मुझे कुछ नहीं चाहिए, मेरा कुछ नहीं है. I do not want anything because nothing is mine. Whatever is available for me, may I share it with others as much as needed, as much as I can provide, let me do it. After all, nothing, I have born with nothing, and I'm going to go with nothing. So why am I holding on to things? Where it is useful, let it be used. Hmm. This is, it is very strange. Gurudev used to say, if money cannot give you happiness, why are you holding on to it? Does money give you happiness? Money doesn't give happiness. Money can borrow things upon which you have a notion of happiness. Isn't that true? Money cannot give you happiness. Money can make you able to buy those things on which you have a notion of happiness. But it cannot directly give you happiness. Nasti tata sukha leshaha satyam. Bhajagovindam says. Artham anartham bhavaya nityam nasti tata sukha leshaha nityam. So, ability to share generously with others, that's called audaryam. Ityadyaha. These kind of qualities are found when there is sattva, sattva sambhavaha. They are the qualities of sattva. That's why Bhagavan Krishna says, Nitya sattvasto bhava. Oh Arjun, remain in the state of sattva as much as possible in your mind. Our sattvic quality is once in a while accidentally happens. When we are in the presence of those who have sattvic qualities, we start appreciating that, right? When somebody is very forgiving, patient, loving, caring, happy, and dispassionate. So we look at that such a person and say, how nice it will be to remain like this. So temporarily we also feel emulating those qualities. But after some time again, our nature comes back. It won't stay for too long. While in the satsang, it looks everything you so yes, Swamiji said this, correct, yeah. After some time, again, like a tail of a dog tail. It can never be straightened. Okay, so sattvic qualities are this. As Bhagavan Krishna says, Sukha sangena badnadi jnana sangena cha. But even sattvic quality is also a mood of the mind that also can bind a person to the body. Dehe dehinam avyayam nibadnadi. We'll see that later. Now, but at least among the three, sattva is better. Then comes rajas. Kama krodha lobha yatnau. Kama krodhau, kamascha krodhascha. Desire, anger. You know that both are very intimately connected. They are very intimate friends. When desire is there, anger is just waiting. Kama yesha, krodha yesha, rajo guna samudbhavaha, Bhagavan Krishna said. Where there is desire, there is anger is waiting to come out. Because the desirable object is not available to you, or the desirable object is obstructed by something. No, we see very clearly in the case of people who have fallen in love with each other. Very, very, very common this is. Oh, I love that person. I know. Oh, day and night, texting and calling and whatnot. Uh, And whatever be the small friction, small, misunderstanding, not small or big, then you also such a hatred. I don't want to see you. I don't want to look at you. You are away from my Facebook. You no more WhatsApp. No, nothing. Just the opposite. Total opposite. Can't even bear that person presence. Why? The intensity of desire creates intensity of anger also. Mm. Yeah. So kama krodha. These two are expressions of rajas. Desire is a demand for happiness. Right? Desire is a demand for happiness. I want, Guru is a I and I want is desire. I and I want. So desire, when it is there and when it is unfulfilled, when it is not available, deprived, it turns out to become anger. The very source of desire becomes the source of anger also. Loba tada yatnau. Loba, greed, avarice. And because a person who has great amount of greed, such an individual engages in so many things, lot of effort he or she puts. And these are all expressions of ityadyaha rajasa uttitaha. Idyatyaha, maybe your version of the book is okay, but here the ityatyaha it's written. Idyatyaha rajasa uttitaha. Rajasa uttitaha. From the rajas, it is born, produced by rajas. Now you see, Vairagya, opposite of this is kama. Dispassion, opposite of is passion. With dispassion is a quality of sattva, passion is a quality of rajas. Now kshanti, forgiveness. Opposite of that is not forgiving or revengefulness. Oh, I want to give a lesson. That is krodha. Then audaryam, generosity. Opposite of that is what? Greediness. Isn't it? So just the opposite of it. Opposite of vairagya is kama. Opposite of kshanti is krodha. Opposite of audaryam is lobha. It means, it is not that we are completely rajasic at all times. When we are in satsanga or when you are in the altar of God, doing some bhajan, kirtan, japa, and etc., sattvic, or in the presence of Mahatmas, or reading the life and the teachings of great people, then we have sattva. Or we go to holy places. Now what happens is, when the sattva slowly fades away because of the absence of external influence, our natural rajas starts. And at that time, if you clearly notice that this up till this point I'm okay, now I can clearly see that my mind's mood has changed to become desiring this and that. You know, in India, when you go, temple you go, and on the way to the temple, there are so many things that they keep, bangles and necklace and ornaments and saris and all sort of things, eatables, shoes, slippers, all sort of things. Sometimes those slippers are those which are taken away from the temple and then they are coming for sale. Your own slipper shoes you will find them afterwards. If you have lost your shoes in the temple, then come back, one of the shops will have that for sale, second hand sale. So all sort of things they keep it outside the temple. While going itself, you have a look at it. Okay, while coming back, we'll buy this. While coming back, we'll buy that. So, and then you go to the temple. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Narayana, 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 Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. And you give the circumambulate also. And as you finish and take prasad, immediately the mind. I saw that in the shop, While going, I thought I'll have to go. Now, even when you are in the temple itself, Raja starts. And if you notice that, this is just an example. When you just notice this, your mind, you understand this mind has absolutely no shame from changing from sattva to rajas. Without any kind of regret or any feeling of bad about it. Immediately it change. Come out and I want to buy that, I want to buy this. Sometimes they say, oh, artifacts, oh, you have visited this place, therefore this is famous in this place only, and you will not get it anywhere else. Yeah, Swamiji, it's not that I want, but my grandchildren would like to know where I went. So my friends want to know where I went. I want to gift it to them. Rajas. So mind immediately changes. Very peculiar is this mind, I'm telling you. Word to word meaning. Word to word meaning is there in this particular. I'm sending you in the chat. Okay, this is the link for word to word meaning. If you want to look at it, all right. So the qualities of sattva and qualities of rajas have been explained. We also notice this is not for us to judge anybody else, but for us to know how our mind behaves. No, Swamiji, I understood sattva and rajas. What about tamas? Oh, very familiar ground now. What is that? Alasyam Branti Tantradhyaha Vikarastamasotitaha Satvikai Punya Nishpattihi Papotpattischa Rajasaihi Alasyam Branti Tantradhyaha Vikarastamosotitaha Satvikai Punya Nishpattihi Papotpattischa Rajasaihi. Alasyam, laziness, lethargy. Bhranti, delusion or confusion. Tandra, drowsiness, unproductiveness. Adyaha, vikaraha, these kind of modifications are tamasa uttitaha, born out of tamas. Now that I don't need to explain to you. On a Sunday evening, after some time, after the day, and you are when anxious about Monday morning, no doubt. But Sunday, I just want to relax. All things can be postponed. Nothing need to be thought of. I let me just relax, unwind. They don't say no. Let me unwind myself because next day you have to rewind. Alasya, alsi, laziness. Swamiji, my son, he doesn't have alasya as of swabhava, as one of the moods. That is his nature. It is not comes and goes. It is always there. As Gurudev would say, they are like vegetable like existence, vegetations. They do not have any interest, any intention to do anything. Nowadays, no, the alasya is so much that we want everything around us taking place without we putting any effort. Everything is internet connected. Alexa, put on the fan. Getting up and putting that is also not there. Switch on the TV. Reduce the air condition temperature. Switch off that light. We are getting more and more. That is what is called artificial intelligence. What does it mean? Your intelligence anymore, no more working. You need something artificial to do that. No doubt it is supposed to make you more productive so that you don't need to spend your time or energy thinking about that, because anything that can be automated should be automated. That is fine. That is to give you more time to do productive things. But if it makes you lazy, alas, brandy. I don't need to tell you, Bhranti is brandy. Brahmanam, meaning the mind is incapable of taking decisions, it is always confused. Clarity is not there. Never thought about it. An idea is given to you, an information given to you. If you have not thought about it, it will lead to confusion only. I never thought about it. I don't know. Indecisiveness. Gurudev used to say, take decision. If it is wrong, suffer. If it is right, enjoy. Don't remain in that on the what you call remaining indecisive like a cat on the wall. You know what is a cat on the wall? It doesn't decide whether to jump that side or this side. It's just sitting there. Not sure. Confused. And therefore, Tandra. Tandra means what? This is not productive at all. I'll just open the mouth 3 times a day. Somebody should feed my mouth. That's it. I'm done for the day. I have no effort. It's just opposite of the earlier Rajas where Yatna, Prayatna, where a person interested to produce, therefore he is vigorously engaged in putting forth efforts. See, Vairagya, Kama, Alasya. Let's look at these 3 words. Vairagya is a dispassion. Kama is passion. Alasya is, see, all these 3 are going to give joy to you. First of all, Kasya Sukam na karoti viraga. Bhagavan Shankaracharya says, what joy Vairagya cannot give you. When you are free, there is a joy. When you own and possess, there is joy. But there is a difference between these two. When you give up your interest in things and you become dispassionate, The joy is permanent. Whereas you possess something, hold on to something, and you derive joy out of that, it is depending upon that object, not you. Okay. Now, alasyam is what? That is also joy. Joy of what? Joy of ignorance. Like sleep. Mind is dull. Mind is unproductive. Now, mind does not engage in the world. There is no pursuit. There is no yatnam, effort. But this joy that one gets out of alasya, laziness, is out of becoming inertness, out of becoming inert. So vairagya is a joy derived out of chaitanya. Kama or desire, joy coming out of desire is born out of the consciousness associated with matter. Pure consciousness is joy. Consciousness associated with matter is pleasure. Joy derived out of association with the body. Alasyam is going back to the level of matter only. No consciousness. Inertness. It is like when you sleep also you get joy. But is it the joy of vairagya? Is it the joy of accomplishment? Or joy of inertness? Think. Many people say joy of inertness is great. That's why they brandy. Those things, those substances when you take, what happens? Have you become happy out vairagya? No. Have you accomplished this because of accomplishment? No. Then what joy is that? That is inertness. Just becoming inert like stone. Otherwise, why should if laziness does not give you a person happiness, why should he become lazy? The laziness also joy, but that joy is out of jadatvam. So jada sukam, vishaya sukam, atma sukam. Atma sukam satvika. Vishaya sukam rajasika. Jada sukam tamas. All right. Now, he said, why should one be sattvic? But you will ask the question, why should I be sattvic? What is the benefit out of being sattvic? It said, satvikaihi punya nishpattihi. Nishpattihi, obtainment, acquiring. Of what? Punya. Merit. Satvikaihi punya nishpattihi. See, punya cannot be produced. Please note this. Punya cannot be produced. Punya is only to be discovered. I cannot, by doing an action, you are accumulating punya. It is said, no? When you do a ritual, when you do a puja, when you do all that thing, you are gaining punya. This gaining punya is not an action created and a result coming out of it. No, 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 no. Punya is already available. You are able to start having them as your own. It is not produced. Let me give you some example, then you will know. When you do good things in this world, they say you earn fame. You earn respect, correct? That's what they say. You earn respect, you earn fame. From where? Are you earning it? When you say, I'm earning respect, or he is earning respect out of his good actions, earning means what then? There is, are you producing? People have a different opinion about you, but when you do the right thing, right way, in the right manner, then they change their opinion about you. That is earning respect, earning honor, earning recognition. So you are, about you, the attitude changes of the people. Correct? In the same way, when you are engaging in sattvic nature, sattvic actions, out of those sattvic actions, born out of sattvic thoughts, you started to have an ability to access something deeper inside you, which was not earlier known, or you didn't have the access to it. Mm. On the other hand, papa utpattihi rajasaihi. Rajas can create sins, create demerits, because you are, which was not there, you are now creating it. What is creation? What was not there, you are producing it. So you produce evil, but you earn merit. Hmm. So sattva can earn you merit, and rajas can produce evil. So obviously one should know what is the need for sattva. Sattva can earn you the merit, and merit in the traditional sense, that merit can give you access to go to heaven. It more merit you get, more heavenly joy, heavenly abode you get. And then obviously that is also temporary only. So you will have an access to higher joys, which are not Vishaya Sukham. So this way, these three qualities have been explained. So continuing, he says in the 16th verse, Tamaso no bayam kintu. Sorry, tamasir no bayam kintu. Vridayukshapanam bhaved. Atraham pratyayi karta. इत्येवं लोके व्यवस्थितिः. कर्तेति एवं, that's better. तामसैर्नोभयं किन्तु वृतायुक्षपणं भवेत्. अत्राहं प्रत्ययी कर्तेति एवं लोके व्यवस्थितिः. तामसैः, earlier, because Sattvika Swabhava can earn you merit, and Rajas can produce evil, and Tamasaihi, by the quality of Tamas, na ubayam kinchit, kintu. Na ubayam kintu. Na ubayam. Na ubayam means na papaha, na punyascha. Papam punyam uvau na bhavati, bhavatau, bhavataha. Both of them do not happen when you have tamas. Both of them are not possible when you are in tamas. That is to say, when you are in the state of laziness, unproductiveness, sleepy, at that time neither you get punya nor you get papa. Swamiji, is it not good? then I don't become evil. I don't produce evil, good. Nor you produce any, nor you acquire any merit. Yes, no problem. Status quo. Stone-like existence, useless. So, what is the purpose of then existence? That is why it says, vrata ayuhu, wasteful life. Waste only. Good for nothing. Ayuh kshapanam. Kshapanam means spending. Ayuh kshapanam. Vrata ayuh kshapanam. Wasteful spending of life. Bhavet. Kshepaha means to spend. Kshapanam, spending. So, vrata ayuh kshapanam. Wasteful time of your life. See, it is always advised to us, no, the time can never be stopped. Yesterday cannot be produced, relived today. Last moment cannot be lived by me again. It's gone. 5 o'clock of Sunday or 5:30 of Sunday, the 12th of September 2021 is not available to me anymore. What is available to me is 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. September 12, 2021 is available to me. And what I do at 6 p.m. can be decided by me. What? Stop the class. No, so I can decide what to do at 6 o'clock because it is not yet reached there. But what I could have done at 5 o'clock, what I wanted to do at 5 o'clock, no, you can't do a thing. It's gone, over. So if I have no decisions to make what it should be in next 1 hour or 2 hours, if I do not have anything to decide and engage in, then time will just go. Come and go. You will remain like a stone. And when your physical body is capable of doing things, at that time when you don't do, and when your body becomes incapable of doing things, that time you regret. Oh, what to do? How I can't get up? If I get up, I can't sit down. If I sit down, I cannot get up. Now what can you do? You cannot help anybody. Everybody else to help you. You help you. At the time when the body becomes incapable, what is the point in regretting about it? When you are hale and hearty, physically healthy, at that time you didn't do anything. So wasted. But Gurudev used to say, no, Hindus don't have that problem, Why? Agle janam mein dekhenge. Next life is there, no? What? No problem. इस जन्म तो ये वर्त हुआ है. This is a wasted life. This birth. Agle janam mein. Hindus always have got the great channel. Next birth, we'll see. Whereas other religions, the Christianity, Islam, they don't have another life. Everything has to be done in this life only. So they are very, very conscious about, oh my God, I will be in suffering in the hell. Oh, let me not do it now. Let me not do anything. Now I have to be very careful. Vratayuk shapanam bhavet. Now, in all the three, Rajas, Tamas, Sattva, and all that thing, there is the constant presence of the one which identifies with each of those quality of the mind, and he or that one becomes the karta, the doer. Aham pratyayi, atra aham pratyayi, of the mind that is constantly modifying, there is a sense of I, becomes karta iti evam loke vyavastitihi. Loke, in this world, vyavastitihi is seen or is understood to be there, what? Karta iti. I am the doer. So when you are in the satsanga, reading or doing japa, there also, today Swamiji, I did 2 malas of Om Namah Shivaya. Very good. Swamiji, are you happy that I did that? 2 malas of मुझे खुश करने के लिए आप किए, मेरे लिए आप किए. You did for the sake of my pleasure. अरे बाबा मत करो ऐसा. जब करना है तो करो आपके लिए. आपको मन शांति चाहिए, आपको करना है तो करो. You do it because you want mind to be quiet, not because somebody else is going to be happy by I did 2 rounds of japa. So this misconception is there. Oh, no, Swamiji. Bhagavan खुश हुआ. I did japa or I did puja. Bhagavan को इतना खुश हुआ. Bhagavan is always happy. You don't need to do anything. So aham karta, मैं जब किया हूँ, मैं, I did the puja. You know how many japa, how many Gayatri mantras I chant? Do you know? Do you even know about it? I did this much Rudram, Swamiji, this Rudram. Some people come and report me. You know how many times I did Rudram? चलो करो. किसके लिए कर रहे हो? Don't get proud and have, arrogant about it. Rudram नहीं होता है, जाता है. They don't know Rudram. They don't know. I know. I know puja. Karta. That is ego. So even sattvic qualities or sattvic activities also, there is an idea of I. Of course, there is rajas. In the rajasic activity, there will be I. There is no doubt about that. Because with holding on to that I alone, that rajasic person can do anything. And I want it. I want to acquire more. I want to be known to the world. So, atra aham pratyayi karta iti evam loke vyavastitihi. It is seen in this world. Slowly he is opening up a topic. Now please understand, the quality of those 5 elements are inherent in everything. Not only in the objects that are there outside, in the senses that are perceiving those objects, in the mind that is able to guide those senses, in the intellect that is able to decide those things, even in the vasanas that are directing the mind and intellect through the sense organs to go out. Everywhere these 5 elements are playing their role. We'll see more of it in the next session. Om sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayah, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukkhabhat bhavet. Om shanti shanti shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.